Welcome back to another episode of On The Porch with Front Porch Music, hosted by me, Jenna, and Logan Miller. We were just at the CCMAs, and wow, we had such a great time. We had our first red carpet where we got to speak to some really incredible Canadian artists. Along with Content Row, we attended so many fun events. We caught up with a bunch of your favorites, so we have them right here on this week's episode. Stay tuned. We are hanging out at Content Row with Carolyn Dawn Johnson. We have never met before, and I hate that for us. How are you?
That's okay. We're meeting now. I'm good. Nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you as well. Why don't you start just by telling us a little bit about what's going on for you recently? Tell the fam.
Okay, what's been going on for me recently? I started going to like family stuff. Oh, my kids went to this, and we did this, and we had this
That's
stuff.
so cool too.
But I've been making new music.
Yay.
I've been doing that for about a year and a half. It's been taking a while. I've got a full album that I'm working on and almost done. I've got a first single coming out in October called Roadblocks.
Okay.
And it's just a really fun, inspiring rockin' song that's about getting through the roadblocks in your life. It's like, you know, it's got all the car imagery and stuff and road imagery, but it's much deeper than that.
Okay.
You know, everybody's had probably some of their own roadblocks, and I've certainly had mine, so this is just about like saying, we're going through that.
We're going to make it.
We're going to do it anyway.
Amazing. It's not a car crash, obviously.
No car crashing.
That's amazing. You know, I was just thinking, I was like, you haven't put out music in a while. It's a good thing your music is insanely good, so we can go back to it every time we're looking for more.
Thank you so much. That's a very kind word.
I saw you were playing yesterday.
Yes.
And I saw one video from one friend, and I wish I was able to make it, but the nostalgia of like Complicated and Dress Rehearsal. Like that music is like iconic. It's timeless.
Thank you. I'll never get tired of hearing something like that. Thank you for that very big compliment.
It is so fundamental to like so many of our younger years. I remember like being in my where my grandparents live, they play AM radio, but they play like the good country music.
Yeah.
The like 2000s to 2010s country is like peak Canadian country, I think. And we'll be singing this in the kitchen. I told my grandma I was talking to you today, and she was like, "What?" She goes, "You'd be on your best behavior." And I was like, "You don't know me at all. I don't know what that is."
Tell your grandma hi.
Oh my gosh.
And that it's very, very sweet. And I love that I made some sort of mark.
You have. I hope you know you have. Like,
thank you.
Your music is very, like I said, fundamental. So that's really cool. And so exciting that you're going to put something out that's new.
Yay, me too.
You've been writing a lot, though, right? You spend your time in Nashville. One thing we highlight on the Front Porch is independent and up-and-coming artists. And I think that's a lane where you are such an elevator of young talent and emerging artists. So
yes.
Can we just like celebrate that a little bit?
You know what? I have met a lot of the up-and-comers. Whenever they come to Nashville, somehow I get in the ring with them. Yeah. I'm not able to work with everybody all the time. It's too much. But I would love to, because I really want to help inspire. Maybe, you know, if I've paved the way a little bit, give them some of my knowledge, mentor a little bit. You know, obviously I'm still doing my own thing, but when I came to Nashville, I really didn't know anything. And I had done a lot of homework, and there's so much that I learned on my journey that I have tried to condense down for people so that they just have a little bit more of a idea of what's ahead of them. Yeah. But always encouraging people to chase their dreams. Do not stop if that's what's in your heart that you need to do. So, but yes, there's these things, there's some of this, and there's some of this, and there's some of this. So you might want to think of this, you might want to think of that.
Yeah.
And so I feel like that's part of my journey, is giving back in that way. And I love all the new artists, because honestly, anyone who's actually doing anything about this and working hard at it, I know what it takes, and I know how many years and songs of delayed gratification. This business is about delayed gratification. You just keep doing it because you love it, and then, oh, that popped. Do it. Oh, there's something else that happened. Do it. 2 years later, oh, somebody actually put me on that show. So you never know when something's going to really truly land. You can only do the work and then see what happens later. So I know that anybody who has music in their heart that has to do it, it's a special kind of breed, and I support any and all that are going for it.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with us on the porch. We'll have to have you on for a full episode.
We'll have
to do that.
I would love that.
Okay, thank you so much,
You're
Carolyn
welcome.
Dawn Johnson.
Thank you.
Hey everyone, it's Jenna. I'm hanging out on Content Row. I was going to say Media Row. They changed it on us. With Front Porch Music and Gord Bamford. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
No complaints. We love getting together, like once a year isn't enough, right? What's going on?
Good. And this is not quite as early this time, so it's even better.
You didn't have a 6 a.m. wake-up call?
No, I didn't. No.
Did they make you do that last year?
Sometimes it's pretty early, but you got to just...
These radio folks get up so early.
They are. Yeah, they're early, but we're not very... Our musicians aren't, so...
It's literally the opposite schedule.
Yeah. Sometimes we got to be a little smarter.
Well, Gord, we're so excited to be hanging out with you on the porch. Tell us a little bit about what you've been up to this year.
We've just been crazy busy touring since February, and we just got back from an Australian tour, and now now we're set to tour all of Ontario and the Maritimes right out of the Country Music Awards here. So it's been great as far as playing goes and being on the road.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you about your leg of your tour that's coming up. I know you toured the West Coast earlier this year, right?
Yeah, we started in the West, and right about February we did all the West, and now we're doing all the East. And
cover us all.
We've been kind of just playing every place that wants to hear us play.
I hate to make you answer the question, but who do you like better, the East or the West?
It's just all good. The East is an awesome market.
Yeah.
Their fans are passionate here, and
absolutely
always love coming here.
Do you have a favorite venue that you check out when you're in Ontario?
We're going back to some of the dive bar places that we played, which have been fun, and that sort of thing. But it's always good out here, and we're looking forward to getting out and seeing everybody.
Yeah, and you're touring your current album, right?
Yeah, the Fired Up album's the Canadian Dirt Tour, and this is the last single, Canadian Dirt, is coming out, and on to the next project. So
amazing. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
On Content Row.
There you go.
I'm going to remember that. And we will see you soon.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
We are hanging out at Content Row with Hailey Benedict, Top of the Country winner. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I am good. Are you on a high right now or what?
Yes. Yeah. It's been a lot of emotions. I'm overwhelmed. So crazy.
So crazy. We've been talking about this a little bit throughout the year. Like we're like, now it's the end.
I know. It's in the moment it feels like it's going by slow, but it really has just gone by so fast. And it's just been a whirlwind, but such an amazing experience.
Can you believe it's September? We're at the CCMA.
No.
Where'd the year go?
I don't know. It's going to be winter tomorrow. Yeah.
Literally
sad.
Tomorrow.
So sad.
No. Okay, well, you killed it last night.
Thank you.
Did you have like the best time on stage? You looked just like you were having the best time.
Oh my gosh, it was so much fun, and the venue was a music hall in Hamilton.
Really cool.
It was so beautiful. It's like this amazing church. And then the fans were just like insane. Like I didn't expect like the crowd to be that like hyped up and so full in there. Like it was pretty packed. So I was just excited to play and have fun. And I was like, you know what, regardless of what happens, I just want to have fun up here and put on a good show for the fans that came and
shred a little guitar.
And shred some guitar, yeah.
If you know Hailey Benedict, you know she's shredding.
She's learning, she's shredding.
She's learning.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Damn You July. We talked about it a little bit another time, but just cracked top 50 at radio.
Yeah.
You also, that was your entry song, right? So for the Top of the Country. So did you think this song was going to have so much life when you wrote it?
Oh my goodness. When we wrote it, I wrote it with my friends Rich Cloak and Elias James. And I think after we finished the session, it felt like something really special. But I mean, you just never know how a song's going to resonate with people. And so I've just been amazing to see how people have reacted to the song and have kind of, added it to their playlist and built it in and to their lives somehow, and hearing the stories of people listening to it has been really fun, and I'm really grateful for all the things that's kind of happening and the life it's taking. Yeah,
seriously, and it's like just getting started too, so that's really cool.
So unreal. Yeah.
I know we're just talking about Damn You July, but when can we expect a new single coming from you? I know it's like I said, I know we're still living in the Damn You July era, but like,
well, we might be getting out of July and going into December era.
Okay.
Christmas era.
Ooh.
So yeah,
Ooh, sneaky. Okay.
Yeah, I have some of that, and then past Christmas I have some fun songs. I have some songs I've just been like itching to put out, so I'm really excited to put those out into the world.
Well, we can't wait. Congratulations again on your win.
Thank you.
And we are so happy to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me.
What is up? We were hanging out at Content Row at the CCMAs, and I'm hanging out with the Hunter Brothers! Yay. I just called you the cool kids in town because everybody wants to talk to you, but Ty was like, okay, don't give us that much credit, right?
No, that's far too much credit.
How's it going?
No, I'm kidding.
It's just me. It's just me.
Just kidding.
No, how's everybody doing? Vibe check.
It's been crazy the last while. These guys just hopped off the combines. I mean, there's 12 children amongst 4 of us, and so life is a wild, wild adventure right now, but we're excited to be here, and it's going to be a good weekend.
No kidding. We're super excited about your current EP and the single Burning Down the Barn.
Yes, thank you.
I have to ask, because I know you get up to absolutely no good, which one of you burnt down the barn? For the inspo. Oh, that was so fast.
15 seconds. 15 seconds when the flames were... Okay, it didn't come down in 15 seconds.
I thought I was making a joke. You're telling me a serious thing?
It went up in flames in 15 seconds into like a blazing inferno.
Scary.
It was wild. But we did it with safety precautions. It's all good.
It's weird because you say that, but also you drive tractors and one of you is on the bucket, and I know you're not being safe.
Of course we are.
You find get up to your poor parents are probably like, what are they doing now?
They're encouraging it.
Was perpetrating most of it. Compared to what we used to do, he's like, oh, they're being so safe today.
I'm so glad they grew up a little.
Yeah, exactly.
That felt savage, sorry. No, we're so excited to have you at Content Row and the awards. You do have a nomination or two? Two.
One on broadcast, one on
broadcast. That's pretty exciting.
Thank you very much.
Well, will you be seeing the new single? Are you playing the new single on the broadcast?
No, we actually get to do the In Memoriam performance tonight.
Amazing.
It's a Gordon Lightfoot song, so it's been really, really special actually putting that together and reflecting on his music.
Yeah, that is amazing. We are getting to know a Canadian country artist with the Hunter Brothers. Ready for your question?
Ready for your question.
What's a fan encounter that has left a lasting impression on you?
There was something thrown on stage the very first time that we performed with High Valley. We opened for them. I'm not sure that I should say what it was that got thrown up on stage. Is we allowed to say that? Anyway, that was one of them.
I think the concert in Yorkton with the... Go ahead.
Yes. Oh, that was amazing. Okay, so there was a little girl who was sitting in the front row, and she had a sign, and I noticed it right away, but wanted to wait for the finale, or kind of the encore, because she had on her sign, those were the nights taught me how to speak. So one of our songs actually helped her because she wasn't able to talk as a little girl, so she listened to the song over and over again, and it was just a beautiful moment because we brought her up on stage. She had a little pink guitar, and she helped close out the entire tour, and so it was one of the most special, beautiful moments, and we got it on film. So
I love that that's memorable for her, obviously, but also for you. So that's like so sweet. I love that. Okay, well, we're so excited to see you guys tonight.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having us.
Of course.
Hey everybody, it is Ty with the Hunter Brothers, and we are playing Get to Know a Canadian Country Artist. Is that what we're playing? What is the most personal song you've ever written, and what's the story behind it? Ooh, okay, just wanted you to know is for sure the answer to that question. Had some inspo at 11 o'clock at night, feeling like I was hurting for somebody else, and flipped over, wrote a song in 5 minutes, didn't know if it was going to make sense the next morning. Woke up, it it did actually make sense, although we wanted to rewrite it and make it not just about the person hurting for someone, but also the person who is going through difficulties as well. So everybody threw their input into the ring. JJ was coming up with a melody line, Dusty was throwing harmonies on, we evolved the lyrics, and it is now, I would say, probably the most personal song of ours to date, in conjunction with Hard Dirt.
Hey everyone, it's JJ and we are playing Let's Get to Know a Country Artist. All right, what's the most valuable lesson you've learned throughout your career? I think one of the most valuable lessons is not forgetting where you came from and remembering the people that you went along with. Careers come and go, and there's going to be times that are high, times that are low, but it's those relationships that you've built and remembering where you came from, what built you to the place that you were. We all have a name, we all have a place that we grew up, and those are special things that long after the career is over are going to be things that matter. For us too, our family, making sure our family stays first through it all. That would be probably some of the most valuable lessons that I've learned along the way.
Hey, I'm Hailey Benedict. I'm with Front Porch Music, and we're going to answer some questions here. Oh. Do you have any rituals or habits before going on stage? Yes, I actually have like a straw that I use to warm up. And then usually me and my band do like put our hands in and do a hurrah or some sort of pump up before we get on stage. What's a fan encounter that left a lasting impression on you? Oh man, I had one fan encounter at a show I did a couple years ago at a school. I was a little girl that still follows me today, and she came up to me and just told me how much my music resonated with her, and I'll never forget that. It was a really special moment.
A Canadian country artist with Megan Patrick. Hi.
How do you recharge and find balance in the midst of a busy music career?
Something outdoors. I love to hunt, especially, or mountain bike, just nature, just getting out in the quiet or out on the lake always does the trick for me.
Amazing.
If you could create a supergroup with any musician, who would it be?
Ooh.
Or who would be in the group?
Man, well, I just saw Dallas Smith, and honestly, he would probably be at the top of the list. We've been able to tour together and sing together, and he's just like an incredible performer. Gosh, I'm like drawing a blank. That was the first one that came to mind. But yeah, I think me and Dallas could have a pretty killer like rock country duo.
We are hanging at the CCMAs with Fiddle Player of the Year, Julie Kennedy of Twin Kennedy, and we are getting to know a Canadian country artist. Are you ready for your question?
I'm ready.
How do you recharge and find balance in the midst of a busy music career?
Oh my goodness, that is an amazing question because it isn't easy. And if you didn't know my story of this year, not only have I been making a ton of music, but I'm also in the middle of fighting breast cancer. Thus, the breast cancer Barbie look. And so I think I've learned more about balance and having to like take care of yourself than ever before. And for me, that is about sleep. It's about allowing yourself to have a nice long bath at night, and then listening to, of course, amazing music. And we're going to have a ton of that tonight. So excited.
Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Okay, we are at the CCMAs getting to know a Canadian country artist, Tenille Townes, but also Pat Monahan with Train. Are you ready for your question?
We're ready.
All right.
How do you recharge and find balance in the midst of this busy career?
Oh, my dog Sam. He's the best. Gets me going every time.
Me and my guys do boxing workouts in the back of a 18-wheeler trailer. It's terrible, but it takes our mind off the agony of touring and doing endless amounts of shows.
That's wonderful.
Recharge.
Yeah,
that is a recharge. I love that.
Sounds good.
Love that.
Perfect.
We're on the red carpet at the Canadian Country Music Awards, getting to know a Canadian country artist, Tyler Joe Miller.
Oh yeah.
What message or feeling do you hope your music leaves with your audience?
Oh, that's a nice one. I hope that people just feel heard through my music, because I feel like I try to write music that people can relate to and feel like it's not just my story, it's also their story in a way. So I feel like people just feel heard, and that they're, within a community of people that are going through the same sort of things.
We are hanging out on the red carpet at the CCMAs with Madeline Merlo.
Hello.
Let's get to know a Canadian country artist. Are you ready for your question?
I'm ready.
If you could create a supergroup with any musicians, who would be in it?
Oh my gosh. Well, it would definitely be a girl group for sure. Let's do me, Shania, Taylor Swift, and Jess Moskowitz.
Holy stacked.
Oh, it would be so good.
What message or feeling do you hope your music leaves with your audience?
Oh, I hope people are empowered. Beautiful.
Red carpet at the CCMAs, getting to know a Canadian country artist with Carolyn McKearney.
How do you balance the demands of your career with your personal life?
That's a tough one for me because I have 2 kids and I'm a stay-at-home dad whenever I'm home. I just really try and be there when I'm there and be here when I'm here. And then we bring the kids on the road as much as we can. My wife Sarah's in the band. So that's, how we've remedied it so far. We'll see how it goes.
Amazing.
If you could collaborate with any artist, living or deceased, who would it be and why?
That's a tough one. John Lennon. He's my absolute hero.
Easy.
Yeah.
We are here with Alicia and Scott. Hi. All night we've been playing Get to Know a Canadian Country Artist. Okay. But tonight, right now, we're going to be playing Get to Know a Canadian Country Fan.
Good, because you do not want to hear me sing.
So, what do you love about country music in Canada specifically?
I've already talked about it a few times, but it feels like family. We just talked about it, like getting to meet at Boots. I've recognized so many faces that I got to meet at Boots that just treat me like we've been friends for years this weekend, which kind of has gotten rid of that imposter syndrome that I'm feeling a little bit. But at country in general, I just love the stories that country tells, and that's why we're so passionate about it. I love writing. I love things that make you feel something, and I think country music does that the best. And I'm biased. I think Canadian country artists do that the best.
Any artists you're excited to see tonight?
Oh, all of them. It's been a dream, and I've gotten to meet so many cool people. I got to do the content row the other day, and I got to meet Brett Kissel and Cooper Allen and Tyler Joe Miller and Jess Moskowitz and Hailey Benedict, the winner of the Serious Top of Country award. She is a gem. Oh my gosh, there's so many cool people. Honestly, I'm just happy to be here. Jenna from the Rec Boss introduced herself to me yesterday, and I was dying because she obviously incredibly stunning, but I am actually really excited to see them host it, because I think it's going to be a really cool dynamic to not watch them sing together all night, but see them get to interact with each other and host something like this. So
thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
We are hanging out at Content Row with Jason McCoy. How's it going?
Content Row. This is pretty important stuff. This is like everybody who's anybody is here.
Literally.
And we're here too.
We're here. We must be somebody.
There you go. It's good times.
Yeah. How's it going?
It is great. I'm from Ontario, right? So anytime CCMAs are here, it's even that much more special. This is a great and very special weekend. I'm glad it's here in Hamilton.
Feels like home, right?
Well, it kind of is. And I've got so many memories of it being here. It rotates every year, different towns, and it's been in Hamilton many, many times. But, now I have my wife and kids here with me, so we got a lot of memories here, and it's one big family. It's nice to still be part of it.
And you get to, celebrate a little bit tonight.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Why don't we
pretty excited.
Yeah, you're being honored, Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame, which is an amazing thing. Now, I first looked at this honor as like a kind of a bookend to a career, but it's not. It's like a mile marker on this continuing journey. So, and it's funny because I've watched many inductions over the years, and it's kind of a highlight of the weekend, right? Because these industry builders, you get to hear their story, and you learn more about them. Kind of, what you didn't know, right? Like the Ron Sakamoto's of the world, and people may not know that name in public, but he was he was one of the promoters that gave me my first break, and he was the first promoter to bring Kiss to Canada. You know, like he was a trailblazer, and guys like that who helped build the foundation of the industry we're in today. So it's good company, and I'm very humbled.
How does it feel to be like honestly like stacked up? Like you are one of those people too. You have created like monuments in the Canadian country music industry.
You know, well, it's you know, I see other people and I think that, and for me, I think I've just been part of something, right? And I guess it's like anything else. Like you doing media, like you're surrounded by good people. It's a team. Sometimes it's a big team, sometimes it's a small team, but it's never a one-person operation, right?
Exactly.
And it's just like a family, and that's what CCMA are. And it's, you know, you do what you do, and just hope for the best.
Amazing. Well, congratulations.
Well, thank you.
And we are so excited to be hanging out with you here.
Well, thank you for having me. Thanks for all you do and supporting Canadian country, because it's the best.
Hey, you know what? Let's just, like, before we end here, you're, like, huge with supporting emerging talent and putting people in front of the people who they need to be in front of and supporting. So that's, like, really great. And kudos to you, too, for that.
Thank you. Well, you know, people did that for me, and that's and the other thing is, you know, we have so many great cousins to the south. You know, we got our American cousins up here, as we always do, celebrating Canadian country. But you have to remember, this is our thing. This is Canada, and we've got our homegrown talent here. And there's people out there going around the world, flying the Canadian flag, literally. The James Barker Band, you know, and bringing American artists up here. And, you know, people literally getting turned on to how great the Canadian country hotbed is. So it's nice to be part of it.
Absolutely. Thank you again. Don't do that. Do you have, wait. Oh, okay. We'll just cut the rest after, because I was going to ask, do you have what single are you currently promoting? Are you promoting a single right now?
Not right now.
Okay. What are we going to talk about music?
I got a baby.
Let's talk about your life. Let's get to know each other.
Let's talk about my life. I'm super down for that.
Okay. Love. Oh, we're actually recording already. I was like, go.
Are we recording already?
Yeah.
I got a baby.
It's just audio.
He's the coolest baby.
I got to do an intro.
He's literally the coolest. Oh, sorry. Intro. He's the coolest baby, though. I just want you to know.
Probably.
Like the coolest baby.
Because of your wife, obviously, because she's cool.
She's way better than me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I know. That's exactly it. Yeah.
Okay.
Way better than me.
Derailed immediately. That's how it goes. But we are on Content Row
Immediately.
with Jojo Mason.
What's up?
Welcome to the front porch.
I'm like chucking up peace signs. I'm
Look
like,
at
what's up?
We'll hear the peace
Hey,
signs,
everybody.
right?
Yeah, they'll hear them. They'll hear them.
How's it going?
Good.
When was
So
the last
good.
time you were in Hamilton?
CCMAs? No. Long time.
A minute ago, right?
Too long. Too
Yeah.
long.
Fair.
Too long. I miss my people out here.
Yeah, what about the CCMA fam? It's so nice to get together every year, right?
Every year, finally. It feels like it's been too long since we've all been together, since we've all been able to love on each other, and to be able to just roll out here in the midst of like dad life and music life and all the things, and still see all our friends, and it's the best.
Let's talk about dad life.
Yeah, I'm in.
You have the coolest kid, apparently.
You want me to show you?
I mean, you're biased, but like.
I'm not biased.
But I'm listening.
He's the coolest.
Yeah?
I'll show you a picture after. Sorry,
Okay.
I'm waving because it's hot.
It's hot. It's okay. It's
hot
all
in here.
good. It is very hot in here.
It is warm in
It's
here.
these lights.
But they make us look great.
Let's talk about being a dad managing a music career.
Being a dad managing a music career is literally the greatest thing ever, because I get to wake up, my mornings are the best with my son. I get to walk into his room and he's standing at the crib and goes, daddy. And he's ready for me every morning.
That's
so like
so cute.
it's the coolest. And him and I are creating such a good bond right now, because I get to do what I do. Like I get to be home so often.
Yep.
And then when it's time to go on the road, daddy gets to go to work.
Yep.
But then when I'm home and I'm so present. So it's such a good balance for me in my life.
What a gift.
Yeah, it's honestly, this gift of music and this gift of my son is just like, it's the greatest.
Has he learned to sing any of your songs?
No, but...
Does he talk yet? How old is he?
He's only one.
Okay.
So he just turned one.
Okay.
So he's not talking yet. He's almost walking, but he's making lots of noises and pointing at things and understanding all the stuff. And one of the coolest things is like when I put on my music videos, I'll just let him go on repeat, and he sits there and he's just glued, locked onto him.
That's so sweet.
He gets to see daddy on the TV, and then, I don't know.
He's like
It's
looking,
cool.
but also like you're right here.
That's what I'm saying. That's
How
what I'm
does
saying.
that work?
But it's cool as hell. It's cool.
That's very cool. I was just saying before we hit record that I saw you last summer on tour with Dallas Smith. Let's talk about like the relationship with Dallas and just, like, all the support you've had.
He's the best. He's one of the greatest, especially in Canadian country music. One of the things I love about him is he's a mental health advocate for us young guys coming up as well. He's been in the industry, had ups and downs like crazy, but he's also been able to take some of us under his wing, kind of mentor us and you know, make sure we on the straight and narrow. So he's been a real support for me, and I couldn't be happier to have him on my side.
Absolutely.
Right?
And when it comes to mental health and working in music and working in the entertainment industry, it's not the easiest feat, right?
It's a real deal.
Amazing.
It's a real deal. The ups and downs are so real, but you know, we navigate and we take the good and we take the bad. Like
exactly.
Again, the good that I'm taking is I get to be home with my son for a couple of months at a time. You know, I get to go to work, I get to go write, and I get to go do this and music. But yeah, it's a gift. I'm very blessed.
Are you working on new music right now?
Of course we are. We always in the lab. We cooking.
In the lab.
We cooking right now. You know what I'm saying? We cooking.
Amazing.
We got some things coming up.
Exciting. We can't wait to hear it.
Thank you.
And thanks for hanging out with us here.
Thank you for taking the time for me.
Of course, anytime. You're always welcome on the porch.
Well, you better stop. I'm going to post up my ass right on the corner there. I ain't never leaving.
He's staying right here.
I'm going to see that chair over there.
Start bringing people here to hang out.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, it's got a rocking chair.
You haven't got to sit yet. You want to sit?
You got to stoop.
Let's have a sit.
Thanks for listening to another episode of On The Porch with Front Porch Music. We're so lucky to be able to chat with artists and make episodes like this one. If you like the podcast, remember to rate and review us, and subscribe so you don't miss an episode. It's the easiest way to support the show. Remember to check out frontporchmusic.ca to keep up with new music releases, exclusive artist interviews, and more. We'll catch you again on The Porch in a couple of weeks. On The Porch is hosted by Logan Miller and Jenna Weiser, and produced and edited by Jason Saunders. That's me. Our theme song was written, produced, and performed by Owen Wrigley.